Hi, thank you so much for tuning into our YouTube channel today. My name is Kathleen Jasper, and I'm going to be going over a little bit of grammar today, specifically pronouns. Now, pronouns seem to be an easy concept for most people. However, we see a ton of mistakes regarding pronouns in both writing and any English language arts exam or the Praxis. So we want to make sure that you pay close attention to your pronouns, specifically the difference between singular pronouns versus plural pronouns. We're going to be talking today specifically about the misuse of plural pronouns in any English language skills exam or essay exams. When you are looking at pronouns on any test or when you're using them in your essays, you want to pay attention to how you are using or how the test is using they and their. A lot of people use these particular pronouns incorrectly in their writing and on grammar exams, and we're going to show you how to spot that today. All right, so let's take this sentence. We see a lot of sentences like this, English language skills part of the exam. A student can attend online courses from the comfort of their home. If I said that to you, you probably wouldn't hear any grammatical errors, and many of you write this way when you are submitting essays. However, this right here, there, is the problem. We are talking about one student. A student can attend from their home. This should be his or her home, but better yet, what should happen here is we should change the subject to students. In the case before, we were talking about one student, and there is a plural pronoun. So you would either have to change that to his or her or students. Most likely on the English language arts exam for pretty much any standardized test, you will have the option to change the students because his or her is a little bit awkward, and in this case, changing the subject to a plural subject to match your pronoun is key. So when you are doing the general knowledge exam or the Praxis exam or writing for any essay task or anything like that, you want to make sure if you see the word there anywhere in a sentence, slow down and locate your subject. In this case, the subject or the antecedent that the pronoun is talking about does not match. A student is one student and needs either a his or a her. However, if I change the subject to students and I match that S with the plural students, there would be appropriate. So make sure you look for that in your writing. Another tricky way you might see this on an English language arts test or in your writing is when we're talking about everyone as the subject. Everyone brought their books to class. Again, if I said this to you, you would not think there was anything grammatically incorrect about that sentence. However, everyone, even though it sounds like lots and lots of people when you're talking about everyone being there, is just one person. It actually has the word one in it. Everyone is singular. Therefore, there does not work here because there is plural. So in this case, you could say his or her here, but remember that's kind of awkward in your writing, so you may want to change the subject. And on any English language arts test, this would probably be underlined with the answer choice A, where you could change the subject to make the grammar correct in the sentence. In this case, we have there. We want to change everyone because this means every single one. It has the term one. It is singular. We need to change this into a plural pronoun. So you might want to say something like, all students brought their books to class. All the people brought their books to class, making sure that we're keeping that subject plural to match the pronoun that is also plural. Okay, so just to wrap up, remember, when you are taking any English language skills exam or when you are writing an essay, you want to make sure that you pay attention to these plural pronouns that come up and often sound and even look correct when you're looking through those items on the exam or looking through your essays. When you see they or their, slow down and take a look at your subject and make sure that your subject matches these plural pronouns. If your subject is one person or one thing, there or they cannot be used. You want to make sure that you change your subject to be plural to match these plural pronouns here.